Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Broncos Guru, and it's this week's Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Our first boaters this week are going to come out of Waukegan, Illinois, where at around 2 p.m., a boater came across an unmanned personal watercraft. The boater noticed that the vessel had 2 cell phones, a wallet with an ID, and a set of keys on board, even though nobody was around. The boater then reached out to the Coast Guard to let them know what he'd found, and the Coast Guard launched a search. Around 7 p.m., 5 hours later, this lucky couple was found floating in the water with their life jackets and was pulled out by the Coast Guard. It was nice to see that these guys had their PFDs on. This probably saved their life. Still not sure how they got separated from their vessel though. That is rule number 1, always try and stay with your vessel. Same situation, if they would have been with their vessel, they probably would have been found. I'm assuming current and tide pushed the vessel too far away from them and they could never get back to it. Our second group of boaters this week comes from Newburyport, Massachusetts, where on the Merrimack River the 21-foot Jenna Marie and the 58-foot Captain George collided, capsizing the smaller of the 2 vessels, sending its 5 occupants into the water. 4 of the 5 were quickly tossed life jackets and pulled aboard a Good Samaritan vessel that was heading out on a whale watching tour. The 5th person and the captain of this vessel was actually trapped underneath the capsized vessel. A diver was called in. The diver was able to get underneath the boat, get a life jacket to the person, and they were able to get him pulled out safely as well. You may recognize our third boaters on our list as the supermodel Kate Brock and her NBA boyfriend Kevin Love. While in Wyoming this week, they decided to take in some whitewater rafting, but like true boneheaded boaters, they decided to do so without wearing any helmets. I didn't even know this was an option, as every time I've been whitewater rafting, the tour guide has forced me to wear a PFD and a helmet. Maybe this couple thought that the helmet was going to ruin the photo op, possibly. Well, of course, since they weren't wearing helmets, as luck would have it, this couple wound up in the water, and Kate wound up hitting her head on a rock underneath the water. Kate required a few stitches in the top of her head. She really was in good spirits about it. She even posted a video online showing the injury, and the couple was seen later on that evening out eating sushi, having a good time, so she really did take it in stride. I hope she does feel better soon. Our next boater, we're going to call her Calm Down Karen, as this one was sent in from Nick Adeletti through Instagram. Here's Karen here. She's pulling up to her friend Samantha's dock and all of a sudden realizes, well, this is her husband walking down the dock from her best friend Samantha's house. She asked him what he was doing. He said he was just there to borrow a cup of brown sugar. Well, she doesn't believe that and she decides to attack. Go get him, Karen. This is what happens when you go over to Samantha's house. You ever see anything interesting happen on your waterway that you think should be in one of these videos? Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram just like Nick did, and even like the last video where there's not a lot of information with it, I will find a way to use it. Same with this one as well. This was sent in by BMatteray3 over on Instagram also. I am not sure what this contraption is, but whoever invented this probably needs to be taken out back and beaten with a boat hook. This thing right here is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Who carries a several thousand-pound boat, just 2 dudes hanging on? And the best part is this thing just breaks apart right here. This other guy sits here, thinks he's going to stop it by himself. Boat starts to flip over. He decides he's going to try and squat it up and realizes real quick that this several thousand-pound boat's well beyond his squatting ability. Thank God he got out of the way. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, I'm coming to steal your gas cap.